And our next guest is a former Aztec and a future pro, big power forward. Malcolm Thomas is nice enough to join us on Extra Sports 1360. Malcolm, great to have you on the show. How have you been?
I've been good. Just been traveling, working hard, and hopefully you hear my name called on Thursday.
All right, tell me your schedule this week specifically. It's Monday, the draft is Thursday. What are you going to be doing up until the big moment?
Well, I just got to Detroit from Sacramento, so I'll have 2 days rest, and then I'll work out Wednesday. And Wednesday I go back to San Diego. I'll watch the draft on Thursday.
Malcolm, did you know at the beginning of the year that you were going to be a guy who was going to get, a good look and invited to a combine to see what you could do for the NBA draft? Or is this type of thing something that has happened with the success of the team from this past year?
I had no idea. I knew we were going to be good. Our team was going to be good. And, we ended up, being undefeated for a while and making it to the tournament. So I feel like our team's success is the reason I got here.
Mm-hmm. Malcolm, people always talk about the NFL Combine, getting the ratings, creating a buzz. Sherrod and I were watching the NBA Combine, and it was pretty entertaining. I thought it was pretty exciting to see you guys out there. How was the experience? Was it a little bit nervous, or were you cool, calm, and collected?
I was probably more nervous than anyone else, being a guy that is not really a big name and, gets the invite. But I really had the mindset to just go in and work hard and show some of the scouts what I can do.
Now, what do you think you need to improve on after, going through that combine and doing some workouts? What are you seeing in your game that you really want to improve on? I know there's a lot. You would say everything, but is there one signature part of it?
Probably my shooting. My shooting is not where it needs to be. And, I continue to work on it, but that's definitely something the scouts are telling me I need to work on, and it's something that I'm going to continue to work on.
Malcolm Thomas, hoping to hear his name on Thursday with the NBA draft coming up. All right, Malcolm, you have an agent, right?
Yeah.
What is your agent telling you, if anything, in terms of when you would get drafted? Has he given you any specifics?
He was saying anywhere in the second round. So I don't really have an area. Anywhere is for me, but he's really just saying anywhere in the second.
Now, I know they say TV adds 10 pounds to you as we watch you on the combine right here. It looks like those 10 pounds went to the shoulders and the arms. Are you working out? Because it looks like you're getting a little bit bigger.
I'm trying to. In the hotel room, you don't really have much to do, so I try to do a couple push-ups or something, to occupy my time. But I really haven't been in a weight room or anything, so I just try to do a couple push-ups from now and then.
Just a couple push-ups? I got to give you my workout regimen.
A little more than a couple.
Yeah, we know what you mean. We know what you mean. It's all about flexibility and the jumping ability. That's what it's all about.
I was about to say, I'll take you through a few workouts. Need some tips. Malcolm Thomas is with us. Are you talking to Kawhi? Are you in touch with Kawhi Leonard right now?
Yeah, I just talked to him yesterday. He was actually in Sacramento before I was, and then he was in Detroit before I was. So I was kind of just asking him how the workouts were, asking him how he felt about getting invited to the green room, and, just congratulating him on moving up in the draft.
Malcolm, I saw also when you were at the Combine, there were a couple guys there who were in the NCAA tournament. The forward from Morehead State was there. I know Morris was there from Kansas. Do you guys get a little time? Do you talk about the tournament, talk about the memories or the tight wins or the bad losses? Did you talk about that at all?
Yeah, mostly about bad losses. Everybody seems to have, a story on why they lost in the tournament and, a team they should have beat. So that's kind of a conversation that goes on amongst the players in the draft.
What about you specifically? I know you're totally focused on the NBA draft and your future as a pro, but have you gotten over the loss to UConn, or does it still linger and still sting a little bit even now?
It's still in my head. Every time I see Kemba Walker somewhere, I tell him, "Oh, we should have won."
It's true.
He kind of laughs, but yeah, it's just still in my head. It still makes me kind of sick, but that was just a part of our story, and we got to move on and see what happens next.
Malcolm, one of the things about the NFL players is, before Combine or before they go into the league, they talk about, they go to these types of performance centers, athletic centers. They get somebody to work on their skills. Do you have a guy who's helping you, coach you on your low post skills? Are you going to one of these performance centers to kind of, enhance your athletic ability?
Yeah, the man I work out with, Don McClain, he used to go to UCLA.
Oh, yeah, Don McClain.
In the league. And he's really helped me develop more of an offensive game, and he gets us in shape a lot when we work out. We actually run during our workouts, so he's doing a good job helping me get ready.
Absolutely, I remember Don McClain. Malcolm Thomas is joining us, former Aztec, great, a future pro. Malcolm, your story is very interesting because everyone knows you. You went to high school here, even though you went to Pepperdine for a moment. You came back home, and your family, they cheered loud for you at the games, and it was well documented that you had a daughter and you brought her out for senior night. How emotional do you think that moment could be for you as a family man and thinking about your entire path to the NBA? If you do hear your name, when you do hear your name, have you thought about how emotional it could be?
Yeah, me and Jeremy Tyler, we're good friends, and we talk about being from San Diego, what we had to go through, and it'll be really emotional because my mom's always believed in me, my family's always believed in me, and I've always doubted myself, and they've always told me that I can do great things, and to hear my name called is just a dream come true, and I feel like everybody around me will be emotional because I know I will be.
You mentioned Jeremy Tyler, keeping in touch with him. Have you spoken to him over the past couple of days as he prepares for the NBA draft as well?
Yeah, I talk to him every day. He's actually in New York for his second workout with them, and so I wish him good luck and congratulate him also on moving up in the draft.
Does he have any regrets about leaving high school early, or is he still secure with that decision?
Sometimes he says, he wished he would have went to San Diego State. And, we would have loved to have him, but, he made his decision, and I feel like he's taken responsibility on his decision, and he's really matured over the years that he's been overseas, and he's doing a really good job this year.
Absolutely. So we have a bunch of local storylines with the draft coming up. All right, Malcolm, here's a tough question. Think about last season. Incredible. Give me the most memorable win. The most memorable win to the point where when you're 70 years old, you're going to vividly remember it. Regular season, conference tournament, March Madness. Was there one win last year that you just took a moment to say, okay, that's the one where I'm never, ever going to forget it?
I would definitely say BYU in the conference tournament championship. That was the game that, we finally got them after two losses, after two big games during a regular conference, and we actually beat them in the championship. It was just probably the best feeling in the world.
No doubt about it. Malcolm, it's great to have you on the show. We want to talk to you in the near future to hear where you went, which city you're going to live in, which team you're going to play for and suit up for. It's going to be an exciting time for you. We wish you the best.